Renewal, the state of being made new, fresh, or strong again. Who wants that? Yes, please. Hi, I'm Kristen. Welcome to the See Your Wellbeing channel. Welcome to my stage of renewal, nature. I'm your energy wizard, inspiring and enabling you to sense, engage, and express more authentic energy in your life. Oh, by the way, my name is Kristen. I'm so glad that you could join me for today's practice, which we're going to be connecting to the essence, the element of spring, and that's the wood element. This element is all about abundance and renewal, which I think a lot of us are seeking at this current time in our state of being, if you will, collectively. So let's release some stress, let's create some space and fill up with this new, fresh, and strong energy. So before we begin to fill up and renew, we have to let go. And a very simple, profound practice for letting go is the breath. We'll begin to sense into the breath with a wave pattern. Take one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Do give yourself a grounded stance. Now this practice, as with most of my practices, can be modified and done seated if you're feeling a little just uneasy on your feet these days. Take your position and close your eyes if that feels comfortable to you. We're going to move the breath through the spine, beginning in the lower spine, taking a deep breath in, filling the abdomen, allowing the breath to move up the spine to the rib cage and up to the top hand. And as you exhale, release the breath from the chest, the ribs, and the belly. Inhale through your nose, belly expands, ribs expand, chest expands. Exhale through your nose, releasing and letting go of any toxic energy in and around you. Inhale. Wave breath. Exhale. Let's do one more like that. In and out through the nose. Inhale. Wave the breath up the spine. Exhale, irrigating any areas of toxicity, frustration, pain. Okay, I recognize any and all may be a lofty expectation, but we'll go with the 10% feel. How about that? And we're going to change that breath up just a little bit and go into the cleanse breath. So you'll inhale through the nose, belly, ribs, chest, and then exhale, begin through your nose, and as the breath comes to the belly, blow out through your mouth. Let's do 3 rounds together. Inhale. All the way up, cleanse the spine. Exhale. Through the mouth at the end. Inhale. Extending the length of your breath. Exhale. Letting go of anything that you don't need at the bottom of your breath. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Wonderful. That may be all the time that you have for renewal today, and that's great. I like to give you segments of the practice that you can take with you if you are not able to do the full, let's say today's practice is going to be about 20 minutes. Do what you can and recognize the benefits from the smallest element that you can give to the practice. Okay? Let's take a wide stance, and we're going to work through some twists. Twists are the way nature moves. It moves in spirals, and it's particularly good to do some twists in the springtime. So this one is called the dragon twist. My feet are wider than shoulder width apart, and I get a little soft bend in the knees. We're going to take one hand behind you. Let's take your right hand behind you, and your left hand, we're going to press it across the body. Shift your weight a little bit over to your right, and then come back to center, spiraling the hands. Shift your weight a little bit over to your left. Turn and gaze over the left shoulder. Press. So we're going to imagine we're wringing out the spine. The wood element is connected to our nervous system, and we want to cleanse and clear that communication pathway, releasing stress, frustration. Inhale. Exhale. The dragon is the spirit animal of the wood element. Inhale in the spring. See the coiling nature coming in. New blood, fresh energy. Ooh, there's a bunch of deer over there. Exhale and twist. Inhale into the center.
Hi.
Exhale, twist. Hello. Inhale. Say hello to your neighbors. Exhale. Inhale. Oh. Keeping this wide stance builds strength and flexibility in the legs. Combine those together, and that's called resiliency in Chinese medicine. Yeah, you might catch a glimpse of the deer. All right, we're going to take this and move one more time across the body with the right arm. We're going to move right into knocking on the door of life. Wide stance. First, let's just start shifting the weight. The wide stance tends to confuse people a little bit. We start by shifting the weight, and then the body just begins to turn in this twisting motion, and then the arms wrap around the torso. The back hand knocking right between the kidneys, which are connected to the water element. And water is what we need to grow our resiliency. Water grows wood. So we want to open up that flow of energy in the lower back so that we can rise up on occasion, being called to take our stance without stress. Wide. Yeah, wake it up. Go ahead and gaze over the shoulder. Deep breaths. Giving birth to your wood element. We have these 5 elements that are represented in each one of us to a varying degree, but we all have them. And embracing that element in its season is a wonderful way to renew your spirit. Your spirit of pioneership, which is what the wood element is all about, being a pioneer, taking action. Let's slow it down. From action, we take a moment of stillness. Sense and feel this invisible life force that you've just stoked. You knocked on the door, and now it's time to open the door and create a flow of energy. Grab one wrist, reach the arms up overhead. This is called opening the door of life. Turn towards your left, keeping a soft bend in the knees. We're going to come down towards the left leg, cross over to the right leg, and reach up, a little bit of a back bend to your degree, and come down and back over to the left. Inhale, little stretch of the spine sideways, front of the spine, side of the spine. Exhale, down, stretching out the back of the spine. Inhale. Let's keep the flow going. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. Oh yeah. Let's sweep around one more time. This time coming to the center, bowing forward. Release the hands to the earth. Soft bend in the knees. We're going to take that energy that can happen if we get too excited, too stressed, too frustrated, and then moves to the head. We're going to allow this now to fall down to the earth, releasing negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, sending that down to the earth. And then we'll rise up, reaching the arms up overhead. Arms out to the side. Let's bring in some nice nourishing breath. Hands to the heart center. Inhale, open. Renew yourself. Oh, look at the abundance around you. Even if you aren't doing this with me outside. Inhale, open. Exhale. I'm going to encourage you to do the practice a couple of times and then take it your own outside. I'm going to keep it simple today so you can kind of recall a few of the movements and then get outside with it. Inhale. Abundance. Broaden your vision. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Yes. Step the feet a little bit closer, about shoulder width apart. And let's shake the tree, all right? So we're gonna bounce, releasing tension down to the earth, offloading that toxic energy down to the earth. Let's inhale through the nose, and we'll go through the 6 healing sounds to renew all of your internal organs. So starting with the lungs, inhale through the nose, and the sound is to the kidneys, inhale, the sound is chew. Inhale. Chew. The liver and the wood element, springtime, inhale, and the sound is shh. Springtime leads to summer in the heart. Inhale through the nose. The sound is the heart leads to the transition between summer and fall, and that's the earth element. The sound is, in the spleen, the sound is. And then bringing everything in balance is the triple warmer. The sound is inhale. Slow it down. Slow it down. New, fresh, strong. Accessing that potential inside of you may only be a shake or a breath away. Let's round out this practice. Now that we've offloaded some stress and tension, we've circulated some pathways of energy flow in the body with our opening the door of life. Now we want to fill up and tonify that energy of the spring. Let's begin with the fountain. So we've got to give our wood element a little water. So a little soft bend in the knees, feet are about shoulder width apart, tailbone release down to the earth. Spine is lengthening up towards the heavens as if your head were suspended by a golden thread from the heavens above. Now, the fountain. Allow the hips to float back. Draw the hands in front of you. Back the hands toward one another. Inhale, bringing the arms up to the collarbone height, and then open up like a fountain. Take the hips slightly back. Wave up through the spine, like we did with our breath. Imagine that water moving up the spine, and then opening out. Inhale. And in Qigong, we repeat the flows so that we can settle in and absorb the healing energy. It's meditation in motion. Keeping the movement simple, but with an intention, purpose. Today our practice is moving us to the why of renewal. I'm not sure I know anybody who doesn't want to feel new, fresh, or strong. Inhale. Bring that water up. Let it shower out. Inhale. The wave motion in the spine. You don't have to turn sideways, but I want you to see. You can see through the camera. You may see the movement is very fluid, and it's almost as if the movement is leading you. It is. That's the Qi, the life force energy moving through you now that you've created space. Pause for a moment with the hands down in front of the low belly. See what you can feel. No expectations, but maybe, just maybe, you feel a little bit of sensation between the hands. This healing electromagnetic force becoming more apparent to you as you connect. Now for the practice, sourcing the energy of the Qi tree. I call it tree praise. Now I'm going to turn so I am facing the tree. But here you'll see, and I'm going to ask you to take a stance, kind of a lunge stance. The front knee is bent, the back knee is slightly bent. And then I'll turn and show you once I give you the image of the tree. So I'm going to take the hands, palms facing up towards the tree. I'm going to scoop down from the tree roots, reaching up to the branches, the highest leaves, and then draw that energy down, down, down the front of my spine. Scoop, tree praise. Oh, thank you. And then hands, little cross down the front of the body. I'll turn sideways so you can see me a little bit better now. Scoop. Lean back, the back knee bends a little bit, and then wash that energy down the front of the body. Inhale, still looking at a bunch of trees. This tree next to me, I call it the magic tree. Very magnificent healing power. Inhale, scoop up the healing energy. Earth, tree, sun, bring it all inside of you. Deep breath. In and out through the nose when we go through our flows. Whatever renewal feels like to you, invite it in. This is your energy. I'm just giving you the basic kind of recipe. You decide what spices or intention you want to bring in. One more. We'll step forward with the back leg and back with the front leg. Inhale, scoop. Douse yourself. Not only do you have this energy inside of you, this natural healing potential inside of you, but it's abundant around you. Step outside for 30 seconds. Bring it in. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to turn back toward Magic Tree for a couple of more flows. Inhale. Reminds me of my favorite book as a kid, The Giving Tree. Shel Silverstein. Thank you. One more. Bring it all in. Step both feet forward, down in front of the belly. Palms face you. And lift the arms up to shoulder height, embracing the tree. Close your eyes and picture your favorite tree. Whether it's the old oak tree that I used to sit under in my backyard, a tree you maybe have witnessed in a national forest. There's wisdom there. Plug into it. The wisdom of renewal. Take it into every cell of your being. Let's center this energy. Taking one hand below the belly, left hand, and sweeping the right hand up, down, the center, up and out. May you be new, fresh, and strong. Inhale. Sweep. It's a rare moment that I'm speechless. Center the mind, the heart, body, uniting as one. Finish. Thumbs interlocked over the belly. May you feel renewed. Fresh, new, strong. This is the nature that is inside of you and around you this time of year. And even if you're practicing at a different time of year, you can still plug into it. And speaking of plugging in, please do subscribe to my channel so that you can be renewed every week. And in fact, maybe even every day. I have a 7-day Qigong adventure for you. I mentioned this at the beginning. I'll link it below. Sign up. You'll get a little email sequence to encourage you to practice every day. I know it's challenging, but I'm here to inspire and enabling you to tap into your abundant, authentic energy. Be well.